All right, so I just started recording, restarted the stream. I just needed to test this out real quick. So we're gonna go ahead and pick our talents. There's a couple generic paths to go. So if you go hardy, that unlocks physical value, which is pretty valuable, especially as a wizard. You don't really have that much. That could be a significant boost. Alert is really awesome. You can only get it at level 1. It's really kind of critical if you want to go treasure hunter, which is pretty argued about whether or not it's good, whether it's bad. I don't really have an opinion just yet. I like it. I don't know if I know enough of the game to hold something else in higher esteem. So I'm going to go ahead and get that. And then I'm going to get the second talent to unlock it. And so that's Miser, tends to find more gold. Unlocking those two will then allow me to get Treasure Hunter, which increases your chances of items dropping by 10%, which is pretty significant. We'll get that. And then for our final one, we can go hit points or we can go speed. I'm going to go hit points so we can unlock some physical value or some physical defense by unlocking that. And so for name, my wife and I have this ongoing thing. I started naming all my characters cheeses. My first successful one was with Gorgonzola, so let's go with Muenster. All right, I'm gonna skip that and we're gonna go ahead and start. And so let's take a look at our abilities, see what we've got going on here. If you're new, you're learning, this is your first time watching, you're just trying to get into this game and figure it out. These are the skills that you start off with. Every character, race, class starts off with some different combination. You can learn just about any and every one of them through the game. Some important ones to have: healing, herbalism, definitely awesome. Dodge, excellent to have. First aid is pretty important for healing. Concentration, this is going to be probably the first skill that we level up to max because that affects our mana regeneration. That's about it. So we're going to look at spells. Lightning bolt, awesome. Remove curse. I guess it could be useful, not great. Go to backpack. Let's see what we've got here. So we've got torches. We can light the torches. So if you're new, again, you need to have flint and steel and a tinderbox to be able to light your torch. If you don't have those, your torch is not good for anything. Wand of Farsling, awesome. We're definitely going to want to hold on to that for something really tough. Wand of Webbing, also awesome for getting away from some stuff. Potions of Water, excellent, so we can bless those early on. Scroll of Identify, awesome. So with the Potion of Water early on, if we can find an altar and then bless our Scroll of Identify, we essentially have the ability to identify all of our items, which is fantastic. We know if it's blessed, cursed, uncursed, and it'll also help us identify all of our potions, all of our scrolls, etc. Loaf of Elven Bread, excellent. It's one of the highest satiation value to weight. And 182 gold piece, not too bad. All right, so first thing we want to do, we want to go into this town. We're going to launch in. Congratulations. So when you first start in here, you're going to want to go and talk to, I believe, 3-4 different people. But for starters, we're going to go talk to this little girl in the white dress. She wants us to find her puppy in the cave. All right, and we're going to come down. Beggar looking for booze. So depending on what character you're playing, as we already have healing and herbalism, we have both skills that we could get here from the start. If you're a character that really values healing, you actually want to go talk to this guy first, and he gives us his quest. If you wanted herbalism instead, you talk to this guy, and they give you 2 different quests, and they cannot be combined. You can't do both of them. We're also going to talk to Blut. His quest is the one that's important. It's also one of the main reasons why you'd probably want to pick the Raven Star sign, because completing his quest gets you the item at level 16 as opposed to level 36, which is pretty significant. By the time you're level 36, you've probably found a lot better. The last guy we're going to want to talk to is the sheriff, and he gives us a quest for Cranich. I don't really do this quest. I've typically found I like going to the small cave first. The last thing we're going to go do, we're going to come down here, we're going to get some food. So food is critically important in this. If you run out of food, you can die. So we're going to filter for unpaid items, we're going to drop. So what I'm doing here, you pick up all the items and then you drop them all in one pile. They'll restock, and then you can also sort and compare against the other items, and I'll explain here in a second why that's important. If I could actually, let's do this. So if you can see on my keypad, I'm filtering, dropping unpaid items. 3, 5, 6, 1. Okay. Now why this matters is I can then look at this and I can kind of tell what's what. So for example, if you look at the large rations, C, you'll note 2,600 pounds. So those are probably unblessed. They're just generic. But then if you notice, let's see, that bottom one, iron ration unpaid 83 gold pieces, that's probably a blessed one. It's not in the same pile and it's a little bit more money. So we know if we needed it, we could get 25 more gold pieces out of that. Iron rations, same thing. You notice that top one's 125. That one's probably blessed. The second one is probably cursed. Cursed food isn't bad, it just has a smaller satiation rate. Let's go ahead. We're gonna pick up we're just gonna pick up 2 of these large rations. So I'm gonna hit Shift capital C. We're gonna get 2. Leave out, then I'm gonna hit the $sign and pay for all of my items. So if you notice now, I'm burdened. It's kind of where you want to be, because now that I'm burdened, my strength will continue to train. It can go all the way up to 12 right now, but the important thing is I can train my strength. So we're going to leave the village. We're going to come down here to Lawlothal, an outlaw settlement. All right. There might be some assassins here that might attack you. Skreek. We're gonna look for a beggar. So this will really matter when you're going for an ultra ending. Knowing the first kill matters when you go to complete the Filk quest. He will be on the level in the infinite dungeon equal to the number of your first kill. So if we just kill a beggar, he should be on the first floor of the infinite dungeon. If we killed, let's say, an orc first, troll, you know, you're going to continuously kill those as you go on, so we don't want to do that. I'm going to cast lightning bolt, take him out. So that'll also matter if you want the courage quest later on in the glade, the hidden glade. You have to kill 20 monsters of the first monster you killed. So we're gonna do our monster memory. I'm doing the ampersand and going to recall beggar. That way we know exactly what we killed, but we did this intentionally. Now we're gonna head north to the small cave where I'm going to cut this off. All right, take care, guys.